John Hightower, we obviously saw the kick return and the other touchdown that he had. Just how you kind of, how'd you see him kind of progress from the academic issue after last season and just kind of him, getting to this point where he's obviously one of your key players, because there's obviously a ton of talent there with him, and obviously he had some other stuff he had to get figured out.
Sure.
Too.
Yeah, well, he's certainly talented. And isn't that the story of a lot of people that are extremely talented, but there's a lot more to it than just being talented? And what I think John has learned and has done a really good job of is he knows how to play the game. He's an extremely intelligent football player, one of the best I've been around, and very explosive, very dynamic in how we can utilize him. He did a lot of things this last game, but just handling your business. You got to take care of things. And like I just talked about, when you're a part of a team, everybody has a role and everybody has to do that. It doesn't matter if you're a starter, it doesn't matter if you're a backup, scout team, it's all the same. We all have a role, and we have to go out there and do it to the best of our ability. And I think he's learned that. He's become a better teammate. He's become a better leader on our team. And then because of that, I think he's experiencing success because he's handling himself the right way. And to me, like, you wake up in the morning, you know you're doing things right, you know you're taking care of business, then you can go out there and you can perform at whatever it is you want to do. And it happens to be football for him, and he's really good at it. So I hope that continues. I hope he sees that. I think he has. He's done a good job for us right now. But if all that continues, with life and football and really for every one of our players, then I think guys like that are talented will have continued success. It'll show up on the football field. He's not the only guy that way. There's a lot of guys in this room, and college football is really hard. You have to do a lot of things, and you gotta be on time. You got to do it every day, and everything does matter. And some guys, they don't see that right away until something's taken away from them. And when you don't get to play in a bowl game or get a chance to prepare for a bowl game, that hurts. No matter what you think, that stings. And at some point, it's like either I'm going to be a part of this or I'm not. And he chose to be a part of it. He made the right decision. We all make mistakes. It's just how you handle it, right? And he's handled it the right way so far. And if he continues that, he'll be a playmaker for us the rest of this season, and he'll do a lot of really good things.
From your perspective, what exactly about Air Force's offense makes it such a challenge?
Well, not just the scheme itself. They do a really good job. It's not just triple option. They actually are very creative in their formations. They're creative in how they attack each team. They try to find, like every offense does, a weakness and try to attack it and see what they can do. They make adjustments along the way in the game. They kind of know what they do and how to answer the questions that the defense provides. And then their quarterback, I think he's playing really well. He can throw the ball well. They hit some explosive plays on us last year. And, the guys around him, they're really good at what they do. Offense is about execution, and they execute very well and at a high level, and they do it consistently. And, I feel like when you have that run threat, which they do, and then you've got the ability to throw it, which they do, now as far as what you have to do on the defensive side, you got to be focused every play. You got to play with great eyes. You got to be in the right spot and doing your job. And if you're not, then at some point when you get out of phase with the other 10 players, that could be the one guy that it makes the difference in the play. And it could be a 5-yard gain or a 50-yard gain. And, we've seen Air Force do that. They're very well coached. Troy Calhoun, I think, does a tremendous job. And, their players are disciplined. They're disciplined. They're tough. And it shows up every single time I watch them play, and it showed up in this Colorado game when they went out there and played. They made plays. I think there were some turnovers, some things like that in the game, but these guys battled back. They fought, a really tough game all the way through 4 quarters of it. They found a way to finish, and they won. So to me, that's the challenge, is you're playing a good football team that happens to have a unique scheme, and they do it really well, but they've got things off of it to complement it.
Obviously, when Chase came in, he played pretty well for you. And
yeah.
I'm not mentioning the controversy thing, but obviously you'd like to maybe try to get him involved a little bit. What did you learn from 2 years ago with Brett and Montel, maybe to try to balance that a little bit, and maybe especially with a young quarterback and Hank, trying to make sure that he obviously doesn't lose any sort of confidence if you put Chase in?
Well, I think Montel and Brett's situation last year was different. Brett got hurt in the Washington State game. and then Montel came in and started. So we actually got to see Montel play a whole game. And at that point, Montel, just like Chase, Montel is a guy that was a tremendous leader, great teammate. Everybody loved him, and him on the field, he made us better. I think Chase, he went out there, he made us better, right? He went out there, made plays, looked really good, was poised, and it was good to see. So he's a guy that, we can get on the field, but it's not for any reason other than we wanted to play him, and he's feeling good now. I mean, you guys got to think this ACL deal, it's a long time recovery, and that's something that it's just hard to explain to everybody how long it really takes. And you saw Chase take off, he got loose and had a big run, got in the open field, kind of made a cut like he did in practice, got hit, got up, and it was like, okay, that might be it. Maybe that's that one thing right there where it's like, boom, I needed that as a player, and he certainly played like that. But having him on the field, however we utilize him, I don't know if we go this back and forth like we did with Montel and Brett. That was really that season. I wouldn't say we're in that same mode right now, but I do feel good about Chase being in there and playing. I do feel good about Jalen Henderson getting in there and playing as well. So, we have 3 quarterbacks that can really go in there and operate, and those guys all prepare, and Chase was ready, and I told you guys, he's always ready on the sideline. He got his shot, went in there. He took about one of the best 5-step drops I've ever seen from our quarterbacks here and laid a dime up to CT, and it was as good as I've seen. And Chase has got that too. Chase has got that pro-style body, and he's got the ability to run now, but he can drop back and he can fire it. And I think for him, he deserved it, one, but it gave him great confidence. I think everybody around him felt good about it. And when he's on the field, like any other player, when you got guys – and you guys haven't seen the work he's put in to get to where he is right now, and all the rehab and all the time and just the pain that he went through. Even in fall camp, that wasn't easy for him. It was painful, and we limited reps and all that, but after each practice, it was painful. And he would take care of his knee, he would ice it, he would do the rehab, he would do all that, and he'd come back the next day, and he was back at it again. So we pay attention to that, and guys like that, I love guys like that. I love guys that are just hard workers, dedicated, and tough. And so when he went out there and played, I was fired up. When he threw that touchdown, it was emotional. I was excited for him, and because I know how much work he's put in, and I know how much he deserves it. So if he's in these game plans moving forward, he'll play well. We'll be able to use him however we need to use him. But at the same time, his leadership and what he provides, just off the field is equally as important to our success, in my opinion.